It's the day after the easy victory that India registered. I mean, it was easy, but with a few hiccups here and there. Losing 5 wickets, chasing a total of 114. India reached there. And you had Rohit Sharma come and bat at number 7. Reminded us of the old days where at one point he would bat at that position. Let go of that. There was no Virat Kohli inside. So India experimented with their batting order and eventually reached that total. What we're going to discuss this evening on Sports Today is that do you need to do these experimentations so close to the World Cup? But before that, I want to ask everyone a question, which is, and sometimes we do these discussions and we do kya khoya kya paya, but I think it is very how do I say apt today that we ask that question. What did India gain from the first ODI or lose? Kya khoya kya paya?
You lost a lot, but you haven't gained much.
Achha.
That experimentation gave you far more questions, didn't answer much.
You didn't gain Ishan Kishan, got you a 50.
But Ishan Kishan has been like that even prior to the experimentation. One big skyscraper, after that there'll be a trough.
You didn't gain Kulja.
But then we know that Kulja might start in that playing 11. When they take on Australia on October 8th, we know that they might be there. The Surya Kumar Yadav, it only hence proved that he might struggle in ODIs. That is the only summation that we got of an already existing problem that was there. But in the past, we have read articles why India chose to experiment and how it has cost them. The 2022 T20 World Cup itself is a classic case, the build-up of it. So, either you want to do it against an easy opponent like the West Indies, because we have to call them easy looking at the way how they won. And then for 10 ODIs that you've got in the Asia Cup and against Australia, you play with your core. I think you're taking this series in that sense. But you've lost a lot more. You've got more questions than answers, honestly.
Kuldeep was a plus, even though we know that he'll start in the playing 11. But for him to come and pick wickets after a gap, you'd be happy with the way that he's bowled. Bowling was okay. Ishan Kishan again scored runs as an opener. We welcome those runs, but we know that he's going to be a backup opener.
Yeah.
So more than anything else, and Ishan, we know his capability. He scored a double 100 in ODIs. For his confidence, yes. He also got a 50 in the test match. But then again, do you start in the Asia Cup with Ishan Kishan and Shubman Gill? No, you don't. You start with Shubman Gill and Rohit Sharma. And I would appreciate the fact that Rohit Sharma and Virat chose to give their numbers away. Just because West Indies didn't have too many runs on the board.
Right.
If the West Indies had, let's say, 200 runs on the board, maybe Rohit would have opened and Virat would have batted number 3. Then they said, okay, fine. Let's not bat today. Let's give the others the chance. You lost out, many people lost out on the opportunity. Shubman Gill, again, his failure, I would say it's loss of form. So I would not read much into that. Surya Kumar Yadav threw away his wicket. I think the problem that he needs to address is how does he temper his ODI instincts. He's still playing just the way he does in T20s. When you're chasing 115, you don't need to play the ram shot. You can still get the runs, because at times it is not how you get the runs, it is how many runs you get. Mostly it is not just the runs, it is how you get the runs. But yesterday it would have been about the runs. And for Surya Kumar Yadav is somebody who would have to slow down a bit in the ODIs rather than others who need to speed up. Surya Kumar Yadav wasted an opportunity. Again, there will be this debate when Shreyas Iyer and Rahul come back. Sky will be in the World Cup team. But for him to be in the 11, he ought not to waste these opportunities.
Okay, so Paya you have said.
Paya is Kuldeep. Yeah, Kuldeep Jadeja.
And Jadeja.
I mean the bowling.
And Khoya is Surya Kumar.
Khoya is not Surya Kumar alone. Khoya is an opportunity. Khoya is an opportunity in terms of the batting. And I'm not saying if Virat had batted and Rohit had batted, they would have gained something. But because they sacrificed their slots for somebody else. Those guys wasted this opportunity.
So who are Surya
Surya, even Shubman Gill,
and Shubman Gill?
even Hardik Pandya. You can say, oh, I got run out in a very freakish manner.
No, he looked all at sea against spin bowling.
Exactly.
Even though he got run out. But
And I'm surprised that the Ireland team is going to be announced in a while.
9:30.
And they are saying that he'll be rested. Why will he be rested in that series? He's just come back after a 2 month gap. He was very rusty yesterday. There'll be 2 more one-days and 5 T20s. And then you rest him again. Why?
I think the only positive, if I have to pick one, would be the first over, or should I say Hardik Pandya. He bowled that first over, he looked pretty good with the ball, and I think that's the only positive in that.
But that you were surprised. He bowls with a new ball.
Fair
he
enough.
Bowls,
In T20s, he does.
And
We've
he-
seen that. In fact, in the IPL also, we've seen that. But in a one-day game, at that time, you didn't know how many overs he would have had to bowl. But he started, which means I think the team and Hardik Pandya both have the confidence that he might just have to bowl, say, about 7 to 8 overs or maybe more than that. So I think.
but we haven't seen that.
Yeah, so at least he's.
That Willie bowled 7.
At least starting with the new ball, which means that the team is pushing him, and he is also accepting the responsibility that I can bowl. Now I am fine after that 2 month gap. Maybe must have undergone some rehab, and he is fit and fine. So I think the only positive, if I have to pick one, would be Hardik Pandya. As far as the batting is concerned, I would agree that Ishan Kishan started as an opener here, opened the innings ahead of Rohit Sharma. Fine. Shubman Gill in the World Cup, he will open for India. Failed. Then who came one now? Surya Kumar Yadav. If he gets an opportunity to bat, although you never know, maybe the Indian think tank eventually decides that let's use Surya Kumar Yadav as a finisher and make him bat at number 6 eventually when the World Cup does come.
So you want him to bat at number 6?
But I think it's not up to me. I think eventually the team management will decide.
No, but you're saying is that a solution?
Nikhil,
Him batting at
you
6?
know somehow if you feel that the team management, if Rahul Dravid, Rohit, if both of them think that this guy has the potential and we want to have him in this team, so they will create a position for
Do
him.
you think that's the solution if he bats at 6?
Maybe,
Anybody
maybe, I
thinks
think, maybe.
is a solution?
Maybe.
That could actually be.
Who's your
I think
finisher
wha-
now?
wha-
Who's your
I-
finisher?
I
No,
think
that could actually be because he
Har-
can actually bat in much the same manner as he does in T20s.
But my
Because
point
I
is,
feel
let's
Hardik
say-
Pandya
But
will bat at number
again, will he get that A? If he's just a number 6 batsman, will he get an opportunity? I don't think Hardik Pandya is your 5
So Surya
in
will
the
bat
ODIs.
at 4 and
No, KL Rahul will bat at 4
Shreyas will bat at 4, KL will bat at 5.
and Hardik bats at 6.
Bats at 6.
So tomorrow, if he doesn't score runs now,
But
Surya can't say, oh yaar, mujhe 11 mein nahi rakha
But
World
we are
Cup.
not even sure if KL Rahul or Shreyas Iyer will be
No,
fit and
there are hypotheticals.
I am saying if you're
I have my doubts.
in case
I have my doubts.
in case one of them
I
is
don't
not
think
fit.
both of them will be fit.
I agree. I think
By
KL
5th of September,
KL Rahul is
by 5th of September, which is about 35 days from now, you have to name your World Cup 15.
yes.
And right now, the last medical update that we got from the BCCI said that their workload and practice, the intensity will be increased.
But now
No mention of the matches.
You can change even though you get that.
No, that you just
No,
have
but
to send an
no,
email
no,
and
but
you
but how
change.
can you do that?
Why?
See, again, this is
You've done that in the past.
what?
You've changed players.
So has that been successful?
2021 Akshar Patel
Were you
was
successful?
left out.
Were you? Man, and you're not talking about Shardul and Akshar Patel.
Yeah.
You're talking about your, let's say you name the 15 with Rahul and Shreyas, regardless of their fitness or match fitness.
I'm saying, what if KL Rahul is not picked or is not available, is not fit enough to be part of that Asia Cup squad? Will you?
Then he
pick
doesn't
him?
go to the World Cup.
Then,
doesn't go to
then
the
where
World
will you fit Surya?
then Surya will have to bat in the middle order, wherever. See, again, this is a jigsaw puzzle. The second question will be, who will be your wicket keeper? Will it be Ishan Kishan? And where does Ishan Kishan bat? Or will it be Sanju Samson?
Ishan will.
The team management has told you loud and clear that Ishan Kishan is the backup opener. He is the backup wicket keeper. Sanju Samson didn't get a chance to play in the one day.
No, but Rohit Sharma said that we experimented. Experiments will continue. You never know. Certain games Sanju Samson gets.
What?
That will lead you to nowhere.
No, but what
said
games?
na.
What games will he get now?
Maybe the next game he gets.
Oh.
You never know. He said that when he was asked that you're experimenting or playing this.
So how long are you going to continue?
He said we will continue doing it in the future games also. Doesn't matter what people may be saying from the outside. We'll
They
do
said
it.
the same thing
Next
last
match
year.
will be Sanju plays.
They said the same thing in 2021 as well. And the results.
So then you keep experimenting. Your World Cup is knocking at the doors, and you still don't know whether to go with Ishan Kishan, whether to go with Sanju Samson, whether KL Rahul will be fit or not. Shreyas Iyer is recovering. Fortunately, we got that press statement from the board. That they are recovering, but there's nothing guaranteed as to whether both of them will be fit in time. So I think you should now you have just these 3 games. Thereafter, you straight away go to the Asia Cup.
Which has got to be your shadow World Cup
Yes,
15.
Yeah.
there you will play possibly your best 11.
So allow these 3 ODIs to be the experiment. But,
Not 3, just 2.
2 more.
so I'm saying the experiment already happened in the first. In terms of.
But why the
11,
experiments? My point is,
No,
why
my
the experiments?
point is if-
Why are they not sure? Are you sure about your World Cup plans?
I will know. I can tell
Exactly
you
how
that
many
I can-
shows you will do, and
Yeah.
na? So why is the team not sure about what they need to do?
I'm saying that because I feel that some of their regular players are injured. And yesterday I didn't see anything wrong in experimenting the backing order.
Yesterday is
What
fine.
if Rohit and
No, yesterday
Raj
I agree with that. I would much rather blame
Yeah.
the players for wasting that
Correct.
opportunity.
Agreed. 100%.
But I think this feeling of experimentation sends out a wrong message in the dressing room to those who are aspiring to be part of the 15. Those who are sure, it doesn't matter to them. But maybe to a Sanju Samson, maybe to a Surya Kumar Yadav, maybe to Ishan Kishan. You've got to be crystal clear as to what exactly would you want. And again, unless the team management knows, I'm sure they would know much more than we do about the fitness status of Rahul and Shreyas. We should also need to know their history. Getting injured,
They're so prone to
being
it.
fit, and getting injured again. So, if I am going to decide on the World Cup 11, I would start preparing without them. If they come, that's a bonus. That's a bonus.
No, I'm
But I
sure
would
they
much
would
rather
know
have the others
something
ready.
more than us. I'm sure Rahul Dravid and Rohit Sharma would have kind of known a time that they're going to make, these two are going to make the
No,
comeback.
one,
And that will be based on assumptions also.
But
And-
I'm saying
and we are-
educated assumptions, considering they are experts working there who can kind of give you an idea.
They
of
were
what's coming back.
educated enough not to play a wrist spinner in Australia last year.
and we are also assuming
That was not based on trainers. That was cricketing acumen, which was wrong.
Okay.
Which was wrong. But here, maybe the trainers have set forth ki this muscle is developing this way, and at such and such.
Just
stage-
like they thought about Bumrah last year.
they, in fact, now know what came out later that against the advice, he was playing because you wanted to rush him in.
And we are, by the way, we are also assuming that both KL Rahul and Shreyas Iyer will be absolutely 100% fit, and B
Match
will
fit.
be at the peak of their powers.
No, that nobody knows.
So because
you only see them and know.
no, that is what we all are assuming. The moment they get fit, they will be drafted
not
into
assuming.
the 11 and they will score centuries
No.
after centuries and win you the World Cup. That's not going to happen. So I am saying at least be sure of a backup player just in case a player is not fit to take part in that Asia Cup or the World Cup. B, you need to
We are
have
trying to prepare these backup players.
Who's the
Yeah.
backup?
That
Okay,
Sky is
who's-
your backup.
who's the backup for KL
Ishan
Rahul?
Kishan is your backup. Sanju Samson is
I'm
your
saying
backup.
Ishan, I think is part of the 15.
No,
I think
backup, but
he's the
as in a
third
backup
opener.
opener.
I am saying if KL Rahul is not fit by the time the World Cup starts or whatever it is, who is his backup today? If tomorrow we have a match and KL Rahul is declared unfit today on the eve of the match, who is his backup tomorrow? Who's going to play in the 11?
Then
Depends.
if Ishan Kishan opens.
No, I am saying
No,
everybody
no.
is available.
Or Ishan Kishan backs at
Ishan won't open.
4.
Ishan can't open. That's what I'm saying.
what I
So
am
you will have
asking.
to decide.
Ishan can bat 4.
Let's say hypothetically, Ishan Kishan is your second wicket keeper.
Yes.
Then you would need to decide: is he good enough to bat at number 4 or 5?
He's batted now.
Yeah. Or you go to Sanju Samson.
Or Sanju Samson, exactly.
Or you go to Sanju
Those are
Samson.
your backups. Huh?
That's what I am asking. I am saying today, on the eve of this, tomorrow we have a game against Australia. On the eve of this game,
And KL Rahul is not available.
and suddenly we get to know that KL Rahul injured his.
No, but you won't get to know one day before the game. You
No,
would have known.
I am saying
possibility.
maybe it's a freak injury.
Acha, another new injury.
Yeah, he gets injured, he gets hit on his thumb or on his wrist, and
Why
it
you
gets
wishing him
injured.
ill,
No,
man?
I'm just saying.
For any player.
See, that is
For any player.
That is why you prepare. That is the reason why you're doing all these experiments. You have to prepare for a bad day. For a good day, Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill will get you runs.
Okay, your
upfront.
hypothetical
Yeah.
I've taken.
Yeah,
That
it's a
KL Rahul
hypothetical
is injured
on the
day
eve
before.
of
There's a
this
side
match.
string.
Now I am saying, who plays in place of KL Rahul tomorrow?
Giving you. So you can either go with.
No, give me one. I'm saying.
Either should not be there.
I am
actually.
saying this is team management. They have to take a call
If
tonight.
you were to take a
Okay,
call.
tonight.
Tonight they have to
I would
do
have
to-
got. I will get Ishan Kishan
to bat at
number 4.
Shreyas Iyer bats at
Number 5.
KL,
KL is not
okay,
there.
and
Hardik at 6.
Hardik
Hardik at 6. 7 would be Jadeja.
Jadeja.
No,
then
baki
you
to doesn't
know,
matter.
Why you want a full team? Done.
Your
Fair
middle
enough.
order.
So Sanju
See,
Samson
if
is
they're
not
sure.
No, if maybe 2 matches later, if they continue the experiment and I see Sanju also.
there. No, but
and he's
Sanju is
also
not
done.
there in the 15. No, you have to pick somebody from the 15 only.
but
Na? Okay, is Surya there in your 15?
As of now, I would want him, but we don't know how the 2 matches.
I think Surya will be in the 15.
I don't know.
Because out of Sanju, Surya, KL, and Shreyas Iyer, only 3 will make it. Will three of them only just 3 of them will make the cut in the 15. So Sanju Samson is left out. So you don't have Sanju Samson. So it's an easy.
No, it's not Nikhil who's not having Sanju Samson. His opinion is basis what
No,
happened
I
yesterday.
agree. I agree.
If Sanju Samson had played yesterday,
because what
he would have included him.
exactly because beggars absolutely can't be choosers because you don't have Sanju Samson.
Who's the beggar? Yeah.
We are.
No.
He's saying it indirectly.
No, I'm saying the 15-man squad that you have, it doesn't have Sanju Samson. So you will.
These
any
are
case
not
have to
good
go-
signs, to be very honest. And I don't think this is the ideal preparation as well.
Yeah.
Whatever happened yesterday, I don't fault the team for the batting experiments.
Yeah.
I think it was a good opportunity for the batsmen to score runs. They didn't. It could be one off also. You'd also need to look at Shubman Gill. Yeah. Why has his performance dipped?
But only 1 match. Huh? Otherwise, he
World
was.
Test Championship,
But test.
2 Test matches,
Huh. But I'm
2
saying
innings.
Tests aside.
And
In
2 innings here.
White ball, he was outstanding.
No,
No.
with,
Five-
with runs
five-
you also get confidence.
5 international innings.
But test matches, red ball.
No, I know this is loss of form, but at times the loss of form could hurt you if it comes at the wrong time.
Other
But should we
formats.
judge their form? I'm just saying, one, for Shubman, it was red ball. And secondly, yesterday, whatever said and done, the conditions weren't very easy to bat on. In fact, the left arm spinner was like, damn,
Let's say, I'll take you
He
fast
was
forward,
bowling.
even though we cannot
It
be
looked
sure
like
about
Ekana.
the dates because
Felt
the
like
dates
the match
are
is
yet
in
to be. The World Cup is yet to be rescheduled, so we don't know if it will be on the 29th of
That's why we
October.
have not booked hotel rooms.
So 29th of October, as of now, you're playing England in Lucknow. And it's the same wicket.
Huh.
Then
Then they will also be out for 114. You'll chase it in 23 overs with 5 wickets down.
But how are you so sure that Lucknow will be attracts something similar to what we saw yesterday?
But on the evidence of what you saw in the IPL.
No, it has been.
And before
It's
that.
been relayed.
and the fact that it has been relayed
It's relayed.
Yeah.
completely.
It has been.
Completely A to
Completely.
Z.
Like Chinnaswamy
Or
and Ekanath
Khudai
will relay.
digging-
No, Chinnaswamy is not being relayed now.
It is.
No, no,
What Chinnaswamy?
no,
Outfield and all. It's been
no, no.
relayed
I'm
there.
talking about the
You
pitch.
can't-
The pitch,
You
huh?
can't.
Has it been relayed?
Yes,
Maybe
yes.
top dressing.
No,
Chinnaswamy.
not Chennai. I'm talking
Ekanath.
about Lucknow. Yeah.
Lucknow, they relayed the
Talking
pitch.
about North India. you're
When
talking
did they
about-
start relaying the pitch?
After the IPL.
IPL.
Give me a tentative date.
Say about a month after, or maybe a couple of weeks after the IPL. got
No,
over.
I think the last league game that they had there, around the 20th of May, and after that they started.
A couple of weeks after that.
ठीक है जी? So June, and we are into July
First
now.
week of June.
So maybe 2 months. Is the pitch, has it been relayed? Has it been watered properly? I know the monsoons have been very good.
So watering
when-
is not an issue.
No. You normally need 2 monsoons
Yeah.
for one pitch
Right.
to become a very good pitch to play on.
So the amount of rainfall that we had this season, I think
Equal to 2 months.
Yes, yeah.
was equal to 2
Acha.
monsoons.
So
Maybe that
2
can-
monsoons is also
No, it's
Deep
talking about in
time.
terms of time.
okay. So it is raining right now. I'm sure good
Today also
water.
it rained.
So let's say 1 more month, and then when will they start playing cricket on that?
I have no idea.
See, it's a pitch. na?
Unless, because
you will have to play a lot of cricket
and a month before
for
the
it
World-
to settle down.
A month before
normally for a pitch to have an international game, a pitch that has been relayed for it to have a good international game, you may need to play 1-2 months of good
Yeah,
cricket on that.
absolutely.
So
Now
No
that
chance of
option
that.
is
Maybe that wicket,
Now
this
the
time the kind of wicket that they've prepared
the sulfur is gone.
is very.
self.
There's too much of sulfur.
There was too much of
So,
sulfur, na?
Maybe they prepared
In
a
the
very
soil.
spicy sort of a wicket,
Both of us, we did a course,
a crash course.
a crash course in pitch management.
Okay.
So all these points we picked up from there.
Odisha.
The soils.
The clay.
What kind of soils are used in India now?
where
The
it
black
comes-
soil comes from Odisha.
Clay.
The red soil comes from
Maharashtra.
Maharashtra. No, not
Ahmedabad, Gujarat.
Rajasthan.
Gujarat. And the soil. Arey yaar, Gujarat yaar.
Arey, Rajasthan.
Gujarat.
But even Maharashtra has red soil.
Where in
Maharashtra.
Gujarat?
No, the soil comes from a particular place.
Okay.
So the
So
black
they
soil.
will not use the Maharashtra ka red soil.
No.
No, Maharashtra.
What is
they'll
in
get
vogue
from-
these days? So these days, the soil from Odisha
is the best black soil.
Yes.
is in vogue.
Closer to the seas.
Yeah.
To some river. And then the red soil, I think either he's mistaken or I am.
Okay.
No, you
I
are-
thought it was somewhere in Gujarat. This is where they, or maybe Maharashtra.
No,
It is not Rajasthan, definitely. Haryana, Haryana is neither red
Nor
nor
black.
black. It's the in between kind of pitch that you have in North India.
Brown.
Sand.
No, it's not sand.
Normal soil.
In
Brown.
fact,
Brown.
Haryana pitches. Earlier they would have get the soil from somewhere close to Ludhiana in
Yeah,
Punjab.
yeah.
So now it is somewhere in Haryana. Crash course.
Gargi, you haven't said anything.
Her mawkif is
Mokif, your
Mawkif.
Awaited.
team experimentations.
No, with this experimentation, I think first of all we've been asking for it for a long time now, but it's come at the wrong time. And then I think positives for yesterday, Virat and Rohit backing out and letting the
You like
youngsters
that?
play. Yeah, I like that. It doesn't happen very often, but it should happen in series like this. Positives also Kuldeep Yadav. I'd love to see him in the ODI squad, but World Cup squad.
I think he'll be there in the 11 also.
But looking at his course, whenever he does well, he's out of the team.
No, Pfeiffer he needs for that.
Acha, haan.
Yesterday was
We're
not Pfeiffer.
praying he doesn't take a 5-wicket haul.
Don't take a
Because he would have been out for the entire Asia Cup also.
I think this team management has
Given him
backed
the
them a lot.
confidence.
Yeah.
You could
Rohit
see that.
Bhaiya.
Rohit Bhaiya.
Rohit Bhaiya's captain.
Yes, totally.
Can we take a few questions? KL played 3 World Cups. Ishan 2, I guess, won that. What is it? So how many World Cup? No, I can't understand anything.
KL played 3 World Cups, that's what Anup Raj is saying. Ishan 2. So how many have they won? Okay. Or how many World Cup performances can you remember from these two?
I remember KL Scotland.
But you guys are so sure about them making 15. How many Australia bowlers will Ishan face in ODI? Your opener.
So he's
Your
not
backup,
too happy
he's
that
not
we
too
are
happy.
backing Ishan Kishan. Who else will you go?
It's not Ishan's
anyway, he's
fault.
backup. Now we find the backup for the backup.
It is not Ishan's fault at
वो
all.
kick करना ऊपर वाले.
Yeah.
हाँ,
Not
go on,
Ishan's
go on.
fault. So Karthik from the US is saying for ODIs, Sky's picked on T20 form. Ishan on one test in T20s, but Sanju, best ODI record of late, isn't preferred. Sanju's better big match player than Ishan. Like, I mean, I do remember one tweet that one of our colleagues had posted. In a T20 a year, Sanju plays ODIs. In an ODI World Cup year, Sanju is destined to play T20s.
But now you've taken him in the ODI, just that he
No,
didn't
no,
play.
no. So this is exactly. In fact, we were discussing this yesterday also. So whenever there's a T20 year,
Yeah.
like last time, so you would remember now everybody is showing you his ODI record. Why? Because he played those ODIs
Against South
in a
Africa,
World-
yeah.
in a T20 year, T20 World Cup year.
Yeah.
So at that time, team management would say, "You go and play ODIs. Yeah, we're looking at you as as an ODI player because that was a T20 World Cup year. This year, it's an ODI World Cup.
You're
year.
playing T20s.
So now he will be asked, "Arey yaar, take rest. We'll draft you in the T20s."
Is he part of the T20 squad?
I'm sure he is.
Go to check.
No.
Can't remember.
I think he is. No?
He is.
I think he is. He should be there.
Who?
Sanju.
He's there, I think.
Again, the curious case of
He'll
Sanju
get all 5
Samson.
games.
So
right?
you're saying none of the ODIs he'll get, but he'll get all.
T20s.
See,
But I tell you what, if he takes that opportunity also, na, if he gets lots of runs in T20, then it'll be tough to keep him out of the Asia Cup squad also.
No, it's never tough. It's
Would
never
be.
tough.
Would
For them.
Exactly.
No, how will
For
you?
us, it is tough. Why? They have to take a call. They'll take a call that whether they want him to be part of that squad or not. They have to make the bigger calls. We here can share our opinions.
Yeah, he's there.
He is there. Sanju's there.
He had all 5 games. Who's the other wicket keeper? Ishan.
Ishan. Because there's no KL also.
Yep.
ठीक है सवाल
KL will be paratrooped.
लोग क्या कह
directly.
रहे हैं?
लोग क्या कह रहे हैं?
एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट आदमी का सुपर चैट आई है, क्लिक कर दो.
Chandresh.
Chandresh is saying skipper has already announced. We outside.
Outsiders
Don't know anything.
He's talking about yesterday. I was
What-
telling you now that
what did he
yesterday
announce?
Rohit said now when he was asked about experimentation,
Yeah.
he said outside people don't know what we are thinking. This experimentation will continue and they know what the roadmap is for the World Cup and how to prepare.
I just hope.
I
those-
hope the roadmap is in the right direction.
And I hope outside people absolutely, Rohit is right. They
Like
don't-
Chandresh,
They don't
outsiders.
matter at all. But I hope the people within that dressing room, they know what is happening.
There are too many diversions in this roadmap. And this experimentation is only
the
proof.
only time Indian cricket was very sure about the 11 was 2011 World Cup.
Yes.
And to an extent in 2015 World Cup as well. Yes, we lost in the semi-finals then, but I think that World Cup was an achievement for India. They won every game.
Yeah.
They lost to somebody
Australia in
who
the
could
semi-final.
not be defeated in that World Cup, Australia.
They are the best team in that tournament, clearly.
I think
India had a
Indians-
bad time before that.
India, I think, didn't have to change the 11 also.
No. Hardly.
Yeah, 11 in 2011 they kept changing because Raina, Yusuf,
No,
I
but the
think
captain
they,
knew
Ashwin,
exactly
Piyush
what
Chawla.
was needed when against
which team.
Yeah. So, 15 we won everything, and I think we had a bad tour of Australia. In the 4 tests, we lost 2-0. We didn't win the Tri Series
we
also.
didn't- We had a torrid time in the
Because,
tries.
but then you could raise the level of your game
Yeah.
in those 2 months
Yep.
and compete. You were superior to others in
Yeah.
those conditions.
Exactly.
Shout out to Cricket Chronicles.
With Chandresh.
With Chandresh.
She had mentioned, please.
I think he's very close to getting to.
2 million?
10
million.
10,
10.
10.
Sorry.
And just that you don't feel bad, that is the reason why he has hidden that you can actually hide that subscriber number
subscribers.
also.
He doesn't want to give you any
Complex.
complex.
Yeah.
So he's hidden that.
Yeah.
He'll be the first sports channel in the world to get to the diamond button.
10 million.
10 million. Wow.
And
And Ghamand nahi hai. You're saying he's hidden that.
Ah.
He doesn't want to show.
exactly, so that and by the way, we too are part of an organization. He is
Individual.
One man machine.
He is an institution.
Oh yes, I
One
think
man
second
machine.
Individual?
I think he is the second man. He is the second man who can actually call, or people can call him an institution. There are only two people.
First one.
Chandresh knows.
And second.
You also know.
No, I don't.
I know we maybe.
No, I have no idea. Yeah. No idea. Give me a hint. Huh?
Chandresh knows.
Huh?
He knows. I know. Why do I need to tell it to others? You know.
I
You
do
know
also.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know everybody though.
No, I may know
There is
him, but I
only-
don't know who you're referring to.
No, you
Chandresh.
know him.
Chandresh can give us a hint.
You know him.
Shivam also knows.
Yeah. Sure.
Siddharth
Ah, but
is
famous
Siddharth,
people.
You see, Siddharth got it. Siddharth is that
Gargi
man.
also knows.
Siddharth is that man.
The man, the machine, and the institution.
Yeah.
No.
Multiple times you must have. Huh?
I
Met.
think
Now you know.
Now
With
she also
all,
knows.
with all the
Tupac
available
has
Great
both.
degree.
Yes.
with all the available degrees of certainty.
Yes.
Degrees is an operative
Ah.
word.
Yeah.
All the available degrees.
But the
So only
degree, the
two.
use of degree in this
Yeah.
as a metaphor.
I'm just
is
guessing.
Very
I-
interesting.
Because
The
you know
use
you
of
normally.
degree as a metaphor is very interesting.
Because you normally look at Chandresh, he is an institution. But then you look at somebody who could be in the same pedestal.
Very few people.
Very few.
Two, only two. One more.
There are only two people who can actually call themselves as institution.
Within themselves.
Yes.
Within themselves.
Or I think Chandresh is also very modern. He wouldn't say. He would never say that. It's up to us.
Chandresh can spend 100 more rupees.
The followers.
Send
of
his pocket
Chandresh.
on this. There was another chat,
He'll
yaar.
take,
$5 bhi आए हुए थे.
175.
अच्छा.
100 and, he spends 179.
नहीं अभी he sent 100 rupees.
I'd asked him that once. He said, this time he's got the 100, right? But I asked him once, why do you send 179? He says, but there's some default option.
यार
that
ये
comes.
मिस्टर शेखर का भी है भाई.
Beach wala.
ले लिया ये?
नहीं लिया, ये नहीं लिया. Anytime during a trip to the Caribbean, except, did you visit?
वो यार एंटीगा में है ना.
It's the birthplace
वो
of Sir
छोटी सी
Curtly
जगह.
Ridley. No, I don't know.
अब
I didn't go.
we
to
would
the
have gone. I'm sure we would have gone.
मुझे नहीं याद. I remember going to Curtly Ambrose's house, his residential place, and he said, no, not here. We went chasing an interview. He said, no, I'll see you in the evening at certain other place. He came and driving one of those big trucks, those pickup trucks. Came driving that.
Wow.
I still remember.
Mr. Raj is saying, Vikrant, you hyped Pant in T20s on basis of tests, and he failed. You hyped Huda, Deepak Huda.
Rest is history.
Rest is history. Now you are hyping Sky.
Basically, whoever you are hyping is doomed. This thing.
Now people attribute
But you have such powers
huh?
that you can influence
Shatru
or change the
Nashak. Shatru Nashak dosh.
and that you can change.
दोष नहीं वो, but ये दोष ही होगा ये.
You
Yeah,
are
it's a-
destroying their.
But they are not your enemy. They are your friend.
हाँ,
I
मतलब
think this is Mitra.
No, but in those days,
Mitra dharam.
you could do it to anybody you didn't even meet. You didn't even know.
No, but these are all his friends.
Exactly. Why would you?
Rishabh Pant. I am a huge fan. In the last couple of years, the number of games that not number of games, I think the number of iconic
Yeah,
games
my
that
point
he's
is,
always
Mr.
written.
Raj, I hyped Pant and you are saying he failed. I hyped Huda, he failed.
Deepak Hooda.
I am hyping Sky, he is failing. Who has won you the World Cup? आप मुझे बता दो दो चार प्लेयरों के नाम. If you won any World Cup in the last 12 years, मुझे नाम बता दो. और क्या?
Chalo. One more question. Vishal Panchal is saying, what changes in 11 you guys expect if Rahul and Shreyas come back? Shan and Shura,
Huh.
obviously.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Yep.
Right. You've
जवाब
given
भी
the
दे दिया.
answer also.
Yeah.
Vishal from you.
अरे वो क्या है? ब्लू वाला क्या है? कार्तिक.
Hope.
Destination on the roadmap is to win cup and not playoff.
Yes.
We also.
very
नहीं वो क्या कहते हैं process.
बहुत deep बात बोली है.
Process
In very
is
little words.
Yeah.
and little
Destination also.
and amount is also half as compared to Mr. Shekhar and all.
Yes.
And Vishal also.
But too many diversions. We are going to go into a Gadda road then.
But road map, you don't even know the road because I think because as it is, the board secretary yesterday
The
has.
only road that we know of is the golf course extension road, and we know exactly how many gaddas and where. That's
Now
it.
though you can.
Even रात को
हाँ, रात को तो देखो
Close
क्या
eyes and
ठा ठा
open
ठा ठा ठा.
रात को ही पता होता है कि अब गड्ढा आएगा, अब ये गड्ढा लेफ्ट वाला है, नहीं अब राइट वाला लेना है, अच्छा अगले गड्ढे के ऊपर से भी गाड़ी जा सकती है, मतलब तो वी आर सो ट्रेन्ड.
Exactly.
Okay.
Drive with my eyes closed. Just that there are trucks and so that is the reason.
You have to keep your eyes open.
Exactly.
Otherwise, you would close it.
Buffaloes also, cows and buffaloes.
Auto rickshaws
People.
with 90 people in one auto rickshaw.
That shared one.
Yeah.
नहीं वो वहाँ पे नहीं. नहीं.
It is risky for them because you know one
Gadda-
gadda
Oh
and
God.
90 people.
बिखर जाएगा.
90 people will be. And yesterday, in fact, I was driving through that lane, that road. I saw a truck was lying upside down.
Turtle.
Imagine, must have hit one of those
Gadda.
gaddas.
Went like
On
this.
golf course
So-
extension.
Yeah.
Not golf course. Golf
Golf
course
course
extension.
extension.
अच्छा.
Yeah. 5 flyovers will
Which is
come.
actually a national highway now.
अच्छा.
It connects the southern peripheral road.
With the gaddas.
हाँ तो मेरी वो कार का जो हुआ नहीं था अभी
हाँ,
वो
हाँ, हाँ.
जब वो
The rim had gone.
rim and 2 tires burst.
Yeah, 2 tires.
Same gaddas.
Abhi he's a carless man because of those gaddas. Both the cars.
Like gaddas and the water
that,
also.
That too went to
And
the
the rains
village.
also.
No? One went to the village.
Rains and
Both the cars are in the workshop. Both.
Actually, you should keep one bolero also.
maybe one has gone for a
Checkup.
checkup.
Doctor has asked.
The doctor himself
Routine checkup.
asked. It's not service.
Just
They've
mom-
just called for
saying
routine
that this is
checkup.
a viral time.
Routine
Yes.
checkup.
Viral
routine.
is spreading.
And the patient has been waiting outside the room for 2 days now. So I said today is the second day, saying that there are some more checkups required. So tomorrow, third. day.
Doctors from
So we don't know
overseas.
whether it's dengue or regular viral.
No.
Or there's conjunctivitis.
No, I asked them. I said, so what's your diagnosis? The second day. So the patient is fine, hale and hearty.
Oh.
No issues at all.
They want to play with the.
So
This thing.
they're very happy with the patient.
Wow.
All the parameters.
Yeah. So they've
This is
ta-
an executive health checkup.
so possibly, possibly what might have happened could be they may have taken the patient to meet somebody. It happens.
Ah.
It happens.
No, they would have taken it to show off. See, we
Yes,
look after this patient,
yes,
how healthy he
yes.
is. Even in this season of viral.
For example, you
100%
want to buy a car.
Huh.
You want to buy a car. You want a test drive.
Yes,
You'll call
somebody.
the dealer. no?
Patient.
You'll call not the patient.
The doctor,
You'll call the doctor.
The hospital.
Doctor
The hospital.
will get that patient, and then you will.
I will
see-
test drive.
Yes.
The doctor will say, look, 3 years on these
What a
gadda
healthy-
roads.
Yes.
The doctor will not tell the
Ki the tire has been burst once.
16 times.
The prospective patient.
This is the 16th tire.
16 tire.
Okay, final question. Rohan Shetty saying, don't you guys think India should have tried Huda in ODIs and he and Hardik could have done what UV and India done? But Huda has now fallen behind.
Way behind.
His
Way
form
behind.
has not been consistent. His IPL didn't go according to plan. Chances that he got with the Indian team also did not. So I'm not surprised. Rohan.
One more super chat. Yeah.
Manoj Gulati saying, for the first time, I have no hopes from the World Cup. I wish Umran can bowl like Mark Wood and Arsh can bowl that T20-22 first over for the entire World Cup. But for that, Arsh needs to be included in the ODI plans. He's not, unfortunately. And Umran, well, he played yesterday, looked decent, but I don't know whether he'll be part of that. But Manoj Gulati, why are you so downcast? Be positive, smile. He says he has no hope.
Yeah.
Sidvi effect?
This is
Not a Sidvi effect.
this is something like driving on that golf course extension road. You know, every year, this is what happens. Every day, if you go on that, if you take that same lane, same road, then you lose your faith in the.
Administrators.
Institution.
No, the
No.
administrators.
You
I
lose
don't
your
think this
fear
will
of
be like
failure.
this, sir.
You lose your fear of failure. You become an expert. Then you can take your car to virtually anywhere. In the,
I'm just trying to relate to things when he says that he doesn't have any hopes, because he has been left heartbroken so many times, World Cup after World Cup, World Cup after.
this is the best feeling.
What? Achha,
Not to
I
have
got-
any.
on
Expectations.
phone you were saying.
I was also
Divine.
That's what I was thinking.
So, not to have
Yeah.
It does.
sky hopes, sky high hopes,
Sky.
Sky hopes.
sky high hopes.
I have hopes from Sky.
Start with your expectations, very limited. First, start with the fact that the team should make it to the semi-finals.
First,
Then take it as a
first
blessing.
you need to have a team. Then that team will reach the semi-finals.
First, you need to have a draw, the schedule.
Yeah. First, you need to have water.
Water everywhere.
Not a drop to drink.
One, because it's a different topic, and his name is also Sidhi Bhat. He's saying, what is this decision of the BCCI for not selling tickets online? I live in Australia, so how do I come to buy physical tickets? No, you can buy tickets online, but
Yeah.
tickets won't be.
You have to
you
collect
We'll have
them.
to collect.
collect.
We'll have to
Yeah,
collect.
come
We'll
on.
have to collect those tickets
Ah.
physically. Physical copies of those tickets. And don't get into a stampede. Huh?
Yes.
So I think all
But this is
arrange-
also quite shocking.
No, but arrangements will be made. Arrangements
No,
will
but
be made.
e-tickets are everywhere today,
Yeah.
day and age. And anywhere you go, e-tickets.
In India also, you go to cinemas, airports.
E-tickets.
Airports are
everywhere.
just scan the phone.
People
and
are
go.
moving forward. We are becoming digital.
I am a
You
little
tell me one
surprised.
thing. You
I
tell
am
me
You're
one
going
thing.
back here.
I am a little surprised with the way
Yeah.
we are counting down to the World Cup.
Yes.
You tell me one thing, you people. Okay, this is a question to everyone. If India wins this World Cup, people who bought tickets, physical copy, imagine 50 years
They will keep
down
that
the line.
Array, but you can now, there is a
But
time
you can
of,
avoid a stampede.
what is that? FTs, NFTs. So a digital ticket will be the same.
Arre, nahi, I want to have that
NFTs have
physical.
crashed in
and,
India.
okay, and
Same.
what if
But you can
what
keep
if
digital copies.
somebody
You
gets
can take the digital copy to your
Okay.
printer and
now,
just
now
take a
I
print.
want to get it signed.
उसी वक्त साइन भी तो करवाओगे ना यार
Signing
from the
करवाएंगे.
captain.
I want to get it signed from the.
How many people can reach the captain and get it signed?
Arre,
You've got to be an institution.
No,
yes,
some people can. They will to get physical tickets.
yes.
But the Aam Janta, where will they
Arre,
get?
Aam Janta will get it.
Yeah,
So, arre,
everywhere in
if
the
you
world.
win the World Cup, everybody
Do you
will
know at this FIFA World Cup, firstly there was, you could actually send a ticket. So it was not like PDF files, which people get. You can actually send a virtual ticket. You have to send a virtual ticket. People could send it like that. You do it, you give your email, like I want to give you my ticket, you give your email, I'll put your email, I add it, and I'll say transfer this. It'll be transferred, it'll come
Yes.
to your email.
तो
we
we
get
get
have an
tickets
app.
over the WhatsApp,
get. You
no?
have an app.
No, but
In the IPL also.
in that is so you can even send a PDF file.
Arre, I'll
and
show
then anyone
you.
gets it. That's so basic. I'm saying very like virtual ticket.
Arre, I'll show you. Have
Yeah,
an
he-
app.
don't take his question. He's reduced the money. We had asked him to increase it. He has gone to rupees 40. Do not take his question.
But so you have apps and you get those tickets on those apps, and then you can transfer those
In the
tickets.
apps,
Oh
yeah,
yes. So you also have that app. You also. And, but
No,
the
but-
best thing I'm very happy with the fact that the board secretary yesterday announced that water will be provided to everybody at the ground.
Wow.
And that too free of cost, by the way.
Everywhere.
And imagine the cost. See.
Let's say there are 130,000 people inside Motera
If you go there,
or Narendra Modi Stadium. It'll be hot. You may have, let's say, 5 bottles of water.
it's a one-day game, no? 7 hours.
This won't be bottled
Haan,
mineral
it will
water.
be-
Then
Rain showers?
No,
Then
this
go
is
that
the
to
like
50 paise
RO
wala
type,
Whatever. No, they've spoken to Coke.
Coke, because Coke is the official partner of the ICC this
They'll
time.
have bottles or will they have like those?
Yeah, I think there are those
No, they
stations.
whatever.
With
Dispensers.
Yeah, with
Ah.
dispenser.
So they'll have glasses.
They won't give you.
Okay, glasses.
It's not like you're traveling somewhere and you stop. Somebody
No.
comes
No.
on land, brings
Paper glasses,
brings
yeah.
a full dicky, say one
They'll have paper
crate
glasses.
of pani ka
They'll
bottle
have-
and give it to
No,
you.
there is a problem if you give
This is the gesture.
if you give what bottles.
This has never happened
bottle.
anywhere in any World Cup.
Why?
No, you never get.
If India loses to Pakistan, they can use those bottles as
Can I-
missiles and fling it in the
Ah, they
outfield.
won't do this.
Also,
They
You
want
want
to
to go
like
back to
you-
the 90s.
You get free crates of
Gone are
pani ka
those
bottle
days, yeah.
and you keep it in
We
your.
don't hurl those bottles anymore. Nut bolts is okay.
No, nowadays so you can buy that bottle now anyway. You
Huh.
can buy it inside. So free is not an issue.
Food also.
But they won't
but-
give it.
no, but-
And you're talking about free. No, when I went for FIFA World
Yeah,
Cup,
he's
in South
already
Africa,
announced, yeah.
As soon as you landed at the airport in Joburg, you got free soft drink. Coke.
Yeah,
you
that's
can
why.
anybody.
We were in Australia.
Anybody.
Wow.
While we were in Australia, were you getting free water everywhere inside the ground?
No.
Except for the press box,
No.
where you would have soup and juices and this and that.
Australia,
No,
you
no.
can drink tap water. You can go to the
Yes.
washroom and
So
drink.
this is a huge plus for
He's
India.
right. He's right. You can have tap
But
water. We were having tap water in a hotel.
Yeah.
You have tap water.
that's the easiest thing, no?
Yeah, just
Even here,
If pani lana
England.
nahi.
England,
Yeah.
tap water.
England.
Jal hi jeevan hai.
Do not take his question. He has reduced his money.
और आए सवाल अब फटाफट से.
No. Chandresh has gone from, you had said increase the money, he's reduced it.
No, but
यार, a man with
He's
such
saying-
a big heart.
He's saying do an online contest to decide World Cup schedule. All
वो
issues.
गलती से 1-0 रह गया होगा ना जल्दी वाले में. He's not so much money.
नहीं,
Manoj
maybe वो
Gulati
currency.
says, I am afraid Pakistan has a better chance of winning the World Cup. Also, when Virat was captain, even a loss doesn't hurt that much. But Rohit team looks like they don't have hunger.
No. They always, captain looks very hungry. For such,
Yeah,
always, yeah, I agree. Huh? No?
exactly.
But he's talking about the team.
I am also talking, I'm talking about success. You
Yeah.
know, the way he's batted in the test series. Have you seen?
He's been the
with
best
great
test.
intent, with great hunger.
Always.
No, the advantage that Pakistan has is that it's a youngish team,
Yeah.
a youngish captain. So maybe these guys are yet to attain their peak. While
And
in India, a few of the players may have already done that.
and this Pakistan team performance in Sri Lanka, man, be scared. Be very scared.
Chale?
Okay. Vishal Panchal's last question. How many of you believe India is winning the World Cup? We'll quickly go.
No.
No, I won't say I don't believe that India can't. I would believe that India can. They can definitely win the World
But
Cup.
it will be tough.
Very tough.
Very tough.
मुश्किल है मजा आएगा.
मुझे तो एक ही आवाज सुनाई देती है.
India.
India.
Out your rower.
Bye. Australia. Israel.